Siam! Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. So, today we are finishing out the role quests and finding the new one that's going to be like a combination of all of them, I assume. So, I went back to the delegate room. So, I have to be on the correct class for each one, so let's talk to the caster one first. Ah, my Lord Joe. By your return, dare I hope that the hunt for the blasphemy was a success. Yep. And I assume all of these are going to be similar. That you would vanquish the beast comes as little surprise, but that this occasion would serve as impetus for the church to embark upon a path of reform is incredible. I will share these joyous tidings with our allies without delay. If I may speak candidly, I must confess to being a great admirer of yours. When you have a moment, I should like to hear about some of your adventures, if you would do me the honor. For the present, however, in my official capacity as the Ishgardian delegate, I offer you my humblest thanks for your immeasurable service to our nation. Thanks. Wow. Alright, then dancer. Master Gel, you have returned. What word from Doma? The blasphemy is no more. That is most wonderful news. I must inform the other delegates at once. Thank you again for answering our summons. If another threat should rear its dastardly head, pray we can count on your assistance again. Oh, that didn't have as much as the Ishgard one. Oh, alright. Then I had a healer one? I did. Greetings. How goes it in Alamigo? Fine. Eliminating blasphemies, helping organize a memorial ceremony. They've certainly kept you busy. Fine example of going above and beyond the call of duty. I'll be sure to send word of your exploits to Ul'dah. Wait till the Sultana hears about this. I mean, I think she already kind of knows. Her Grace will not be the only one to welcome this news. On behalf of the Grand Company of Eorzea and our allies, allow me to express my most heartfelt gratitude. Okay. A new chapter of New Game Plus has been added. Alright. Paladin. Welcome back. I pray you have brought glad tidings. Yeah. Glipnir is slain. Brought joy to me on an otherwise uneventful day. Of course, I had complete faith in your success, but had begun to worry ever so slightly when you did not return as quickly as I anticipated. Wow. I shall report your success to the envoys at once. If we have further need of you, I pray you will answer our call. Okay. And now there's a new quest, which I will do as a samurai. Bitter Snow. What a cast of characters. Alright. Well, if it isn't Gel, all around good egg and champion of, well, the whole world, I suppose. Word travels fast, my friend. We've heard all about your exploits defeating the blasphemies that plagued the good people of Eorzea and Doma. Sadly, there are other fell beasts that yet want for slaying, but fear not. Our efforts to bring them low proceed apace, and we've had naught but glad tidings from our allies. Perhaps the most surprising report came from Werlet. Oh no. Where soldiers led by the infamous Black Wolf fought alongside Alamigan troops for yet another hard-earned victory. Oh, well, that's good. Gaius and his, one child that's left. Reports from Garlemald, however, suggest another blasphemy threat lurks in the snows, and we received a petition for assistance. And Garlemald. Strange, don't you think? when the effects of the final days began to spread in earnest, we encountered a great many monsters in Garlemald, but never a blasphemy. That's not entirely true. We encountered blasphemies when we were getting those refugees, didn't we? That was in Garlemald. And to make matters worse, they say the Garleans who chose to remain and rebuild have begun transforming into yet more hideous creatures. From what I understand, it was you and your comrades who brought an end to the source of the final days, is that right? Even so, it would appear its effects will linger a while longer. Until this malevolent influence on Akasa subsides, dare say this won't be the last time we hear of such sightings. As for the blasphemy, we have reason to believe it is a great deal stronger than any we've faced thus far. Oh, good. Your strength and experience would prove quite valuable. If you're willing to help, of course. Can I don't know if I can even say no. Why, of course I'll help her. Is the Ilsa Bard contingent not equipped to handle this threat? I mean... yeah, are they not equipped? I should certainly think so. No sooner did we receive the request from Charlian that they began making preparations to dispatch their forces. That said, it was clear from the first they were hoping you might also take up the hunt. Though if I may be frank, I was not expecting Charlian of all places to be so concerned with the present state of Garlemald, what with their strict policies on non-intervention. Perhaps we'll find out the reason before this is all over. But that's an inquiry for another time. I'll not keep you any longer. Once you arrive in Garlemald, I should think the intelligence officer stationed there will be more than happy to apprise you of the situation. Okay. Yeah, this place I haven't done a single shared fate in. Yeah, that place. Garlemald? Of all places. Oh, hey. My chocobo. Gel. The Gel. It's an honor to meet... or, it's an honor to have you with us, sir. Presume you've come to assist in our hunt for the blasphemy. Yep. Maxima and Lucia? Maxima and Lucia will be pleased to hear it, if you would come this way. Have I heard her name in a cutscene? Maybe I have. But it would have been a long time ago. It's good to see you, Jel, though I wish it were under more fortuitous circumstances. We were reluctant to call upon you, knowing you but recently returned from the far reaches of the heavens. We are no less glad for your aid. Alright. Now then, I believe it best if the man who discovered this blasphemy explained the situation. Okay. Who was it? Gasp. What? Fortunal. Hot gel, good. We may forego introductions then. Thank you for answering our call for assistance. How'd you discover the blasphemy? As for the situation at hand, it concerns a joint effort between the Forum and the Loperates to find new purpose for the moon. While there is no longer need for a vessel to evacuate the star, we believe the moon may yet prove of use to the people of Aetheris. After much contemplation, a rather ingenious proposal was put forward to transform the moon into a repository for man's knowledge, an archive hitherto unseen scale. What? Charlene has long had the honor of boasting incomparable repositories of the world's knowledge, but it is far from perfect. Should calamity befall us, natural or otherwise, the wisdom of ages we have long labored to preserve would be lost. But the moon is beyond any such risk. What's more, it is beyond the jurisdiction of any one nation. Thus did we consult the allied nations of Eorzea, the Far East, and Razat-Han. They agreed to assembling a survey team to take measure of the moon and its potential as a repository. Okay. Ah, yes. The spooky tower. Our plans for assessment were forestalled, however, by the presence of an entity we believe to be a blasphemy in the Tower of Babel. Oh boy. It's not Anima 2, is it? Claims of Garlean citizens transforming into monsters shortly after its discovery only gave further credence to our initial supposition. But we've not only ill tidings to share. Reinforcements have been dispatched to aid us in quelling the blasphemy threat. Lord Artorel and a member of Gridania's Keepers of the Entwined Serpents have already begun an investigation into the catalyst of these transformations. Though the skies no longer burn, and the spread of this affliction is much curtailed, we must remain vigilant. Until the blasphemy threat has been quelled, Alphino and Alice have graciously offered to help keep calm the people of Tertium while we attend to the people here. Okay. But the matter of the blasphemy is not so easily resolved, I am afraid. We recently met with certain complications that have hindered our plans. Ugiri and Fordola are presently deliberating how best to resolve the situation. Perhaps it would be best if we heard the details directly from them. So why did we call Fortunal over? Oh, I should like to accompany you, if I may. As this endeavor was originally undertaken on Charlian's behalf, I feel it is my responsibility to see this through to its conclusion. Okay. Fine. Let's go, old man. Alright. Where are we going? Is he not actually accompanying me? Ugiri! And I guess Fordola's here too. I did not expect to see you here of all places, but I am no less glad for your presence. I presume word of the blasphemy is what brought you here, in which case I believe it may be best if a member of the reconnaissance team's guard explained the situation. Oh, hi, Eagle Knight. Oh no. Why is this guy here? Have fun with your stream. An acquaintance of yours? Long time no see, Lawrence. I'd heard tell you were the worldly sort, but bugger me if I know where you heard my name before. I'm just a lowly sword for hire, hoping to fatten my purse with a touch of mercenary work after taking my leave from Limsa. The job sounds simple enough, but, well, I'm sure you wouldn't be here if it were, eh? But you didn't come all this way to hear about me, did you? The blasphemy we're after is making its nest in the upper reaches of the Tower of Babel, the auxiliary sector, I believe it was. But it wasn't alone. A sizable horde of beasts were circling about like knights protecting their queen. Naturally, we thought to strike from a distance before engaging in earnest, but not a single bullet reached its mark. They were protected by some manner of mystical shroud, as far as I could figure. If I had a keen eye for magic, I don't see anyone getting through. By the time we understood the futility of the situation, we'd been spotted. Retreat was our only option. Pains me to say it, but there won't be any brute force in our way through this one. My understanding was that, once transformed, these blasphemies are completely devoid of ether. With what energies could it create such a barrier? Dunamis? That's the question, isn't it? First thought was some heretofore unknown technique for conjuring shields. Needless to say, I'm out of my depth. depth when it comes to matters of magic. Which is precisely why I plan to speak with the Elder Seed Seer when she arrives. If anyone can help us find a way to overcome the blasphemy's protection, it's her. Alright, Lawrence. In the meantime, could we trouble you to help with the not-so-small matter of people changing into beasts? Blasphemy's horde was large enough when first we found it. We can't afford for more to join its ranks. Very well. We shall reconvene with Lord Artorel and discuss strategy. Okay. Just tell everyone to keep calm. Before you go, there's something else you should know about the tower. From the moment we set foot inside, I swear there was someone or something watching us. Shrugged off, thinking it a figment of my imagination, but in hindsight, I'm not so sure. Nothing to worry about. Oh, nothing to worry ourselves about now. We best keep on our guard when we finally do return to the tower, eh? Okay, bye. Lawrence, why are you here? God, so what I wouldn't give for a nice hot bowl of soup. I mean, you look fine right now. Thank you. Lord Ian will be... Oh. He'll be arriving ere long, aptly dressed for the cold, I should hope. Setsu would no doubt count himself fortunate to be absent if he knew we were here. Arnvald sends his regards, by the way. He asked me to tell you not to push yourself, but we all know what a waste of breath that'll prove to be. Yep, you know me so well. Where am I going? Me and my chocobo. Oh, there's people. I don't know. It's just weird seeing Artorel in that outfit. I know it's his I'm out to fight and do work outfit, but it's just weird. Joe, 'tis good to have you with us, my friend. Indeed, the road before us is not an easy one, and a man of your talents will prove invaluable to our efforts. We but recently returned from reconnaissance, wherein we made a few rather surprising discoveries. First and foremost, we were pleased to discover that no one residing within Camp Broken Glass or Tertium have turned, no doubt thanks to the concerted efforts of Maxima, Alphino, and Alice. However, we have reason to believe that those who did turn all hail from Locus Amonis. Or Amoenus? You mean Corvos, the Garlean's ancestral home? The very same. When the ill effects of the final days began to manifest there, a number of Garlean refugees from the region sought sanctuary in Garlemald. But the capital was already in ruins when they arrived. They were offered asylum, but many refused and instead chose to fend for themselves on the outskirts of the city. We are of a mind to go and speak with them directly, if you would care to join us. Perhaps together we can learn what of their recent circumstances has triggered such terrible change among their people. Alright. Tinctures, but they're not high quality. What's the point? Time being of the essence, I believe it prudent we split into 2 groups and cover as much ground as we may, as quickly as possible. You and Master Fortunal would inquire after the people at Victor's Spoils. The 2 of us shall see what we may learn at Liminal Station 4. When you're finished, pray meet us there. Okay? Why? Victor's Spoils is to the east of here, yes? Let us be off. Right. Quantum Lizard. Right. Zoom out a bit. Where am I going? Oh, out here. What a weird place, but that's fine, I guess. I haven't been back to Garlemald in a while. Can't imagine why. The last time I was here was for maps. This is a normal enemy, right? Yeah. Huh. Hello. They should choose to reside here in the cold. I can presume they will not be amenable to conversation. Even so, we must not be deterred. Come. Right. No, wait. This is the weird place, isn't it? Oh no. They had the radio. Can't imagine why you or anyone else would feign interest in our troubles, but if you insist. I find a great many of the people here were in the military at one time or another, some retiring with honors and others without. Sadly, I'm one of the latter. Bore one too many scars in battle. Even so, my contributions were enough to warrant leave to move to Locus Amonis. Or Amoenus. It was a land of warmth and bounty. The Corvosi rebellion admittedly proved troublesome for a time, but it didn't take long for the Second Legion to quell their uprising. Could practically drown in the calm and quiet. Then one day the skies came alive with flame. We were overrun by all manner of foul beasts born of our brothers and sisters. The Second Legion barely had time to assemble their forces before they were overrun and snuffed out. We barely escaped with our lives. But we were greeted only with more rack and ruin on our arrival here, and we've not the strength to take our homes back from the Corvosi a second time. There's nothing left for us anywhere. Are the rest inside? There's one here. I see. Oh, there's two here. Come to hear our grievances, have you? Huh. More than you... we've more than you have time to hear them, I'm sure. We've lost not one, but two homes. Our loved ones, our livelihood. There's nothing left. I served my time with the military, for what? To lose all my friends? My son. And there was naught to show for it but our claim to Locus Amonis. Or so we thought. Calamity was visited upon us for reasons we know not, and when we thought to flee, it followed us on our heels to Garlemald. Ruin and ash at every turn. Unfortunate. Hello. Talk. What is there to talk about? We've no home, no future, nothing. This doom spells the end for us all. Well, aren't you a bundle of joy? Alright, Fortunal. I've decided they're all sad. Did you learn aught of how they came to be in such dire straits? They left their other home and have nowhere else to go, I guess. I see. I heard much of the same. The military forces of Locus Amonis were defeated in the wake of the final days. Desperate to survive, they naturally fled to Garlemald seeking sanctuary. It was their hope the might of the Empire would allow them to reclaim the home they were forced to abandon, but the capital was already in ruin when they arrived. Needless to say, the lands they have long believed to be the ancestral home of the Garlean people may remain forever lost to them. Those unfamiliar with history would believe they have always resided in the bitter cold climes of northern Ilsabard. But that was only after the Corvosi invaded 800 years prior. With the advent of Magitech, I imagine it was all too easy for Emperor Solus to rally his people and take back what they believed to be rightfully theirs. Yet history would tell us true, that the land they call Locus Amonis has been known by other names, served as home to myriad peoples. Indeed, one need only look back to the Allagan's reign in the Third Astral Era to give the lie to Garlean claims of sovereignty. Yet even had they such ancestral ties to Locus Amonis, antecedents cannot justify their animosity to foreign peoples. Animosity poorly veiled by delusions of justice. As has been the case for so many nations throughout history, would that man have the sense and strength of will to break free from such chains of hatred. Help! Someone help! They've turned! Oh no. Another monster. Quickly, Jill. We haven't a moment to lose. Oh boy. Over here. Is it the wary person? Or are they inside? Oh. Hello. One of my mates seemed unwell, so I thought to come over and look in on him. Next thing I knew, No one appears to be injured. Did he not attack? Just walked off in the direction of the tower, in a daze as if it was calling to him. He could not have gone far. If you would go after him, I will remain here and see that all are accounted for. In the direction of the tower. Alright. See how far he got. Oh, he really did not get far, did he? What the? Why'd it turn into one of these? I hate these things. Pow. Alright. Pew. Nice and easy and simple. Alright. And then we go back. Oh, talk to Fortunal. You're back over here. Why? Is everything accounted for? Beast is slain then. Thank the heavens. For a blessing, no others have turned, and a measure of calm had been restored, if only for the moment. Witnesses were able to offer a clue as to the source of the transformation. They claimed the afflicted was listening to this radio. I see. The radio is back. Oh no. Even now it continues to play the same cryptic message. What? What message? Empire. No more. Never again. Rise. Ashes. Though distorted by radio static, you can hear a voice saying, "The Empire is no more. Never again shall it rise from the ashes." How is this possible? There are no facilities left standing that could possibly deliver a broadcast. The tower. The 5G tower. Last time this happened, the signal came from the Tower of Babel. That's true. I don't know if it was specifically Anima, but... Be that as it may, Anima is no more, and the Tower of Babel has fallen into disrepair, by your hand no less. Which begs the question, who, or perhaps what, could be behind this? New blasphemy? Gel, Master Fortunal, a moment if you would. Emmerich! Shortly after we'd finished our inquiry at Liminal Station 4, Lord Emmerich and Admiral Morweb arrived, requested an audience. Hi. Apologies for our late arrival. Knowing firsthand the devastation of which blasphemies are capable, I discussed the matter with the Admiral, and we were of one mind that the situation warranted our immediate presence. Is it safe to presume a representative of the survey team has already arrived? Indeed I have. Thank you for coming all this way on such short notice. Recent events here at the camp have proved most enlightening. And this is the aforementioned radio. Empire, no more, never again. Rise, ashes. A harsh reminder of their misfortune. Sufficient to push some wayward few over the edge, it would seem. Yet there still remains the question of who is sending this message, and from where. Glory, everlasting, Garlemald. For glory everlasting. For Garlemald. No, it couldn't be. You recognize this message. A mantra often spoken by Lord Nerva. Anyone who lived in the provinces under his authority could scarcely forget those words. He sought to claim the throne after the assassination of Emperor Varus, did he not? After civil war broke out, he all but disappeared according to the intelligence we managed to gather. How could he have managed to breach the tower undetected? To have done so and remained unnoticed by the creatures infesting the tower seems a nigh impossible task, unless he's a monster himself. Do you think the voice on the radio is the Blasphemy, who is also Nerva? I do. And as it was with Anima, these radios are somehow attuned to whatever signal it emits from the tower. What's more, I believe the true identity of the Blasphemy is Nerva. Robbed of the throne and forced to watch the empire he longed to command crumble before his very eyes. If such loss did not drive him to the same fate as Quintus, the despair he felt no doubt overcame and turned him. Nerva's delusions of grandeur aside, the Garlean's plight sounds not unlike the Sahagin, desperate to preserve their spawning grounds. Indeed, though unscrupulous by any measure, the Garleans found solidarity in their ideology, as did the people of Ishgard in the church. Adrift without home or purpose, it is all too easy for despair to take hold. Would that a remedy were as simple as offering them land, as we did the Sahagin. In all likelihood, the Garleans would refuse to settle for aught less than what they believed to be their ancestral homeland of Locus Amonis, a claim the Corvosi would readily take arms to denounce. We would do well not to further fan the flames of animosity betwixt them. Then perhaps, at the very least, we can offer them peace of mind, and a means to regain some semblance of stability in their lives. To offer them true comfort and stability, Garlemald must be rebuilt. It's true. By no means an easy solution, but perhaps the only one worthy of pursuit. Of course, this new Garlemald must remain a sovereign nation, free from the oversight of others. Aye, they would see no meaning in it otherwise. If I'm not mistaken, Alphino and Alisei have already made strides in helping the people here regain some normalcy in their day-to-day living. A most important first step, but it will mean little without proper leadership. Rather than a single individual, perhaps a governing body of sorts would prove more effective. There are a number of former Senate members among the refugees at Camp Broken Glass, as I recall. With their help, creating the framework for new governance is not an impossibility. Then let us call the people together and see what they make of our proposal. Okay, bye. What do you think? The final days has taken much from you all. I can but imagine the pain you feel in the face of such immeasurable loss. And though the final days have been averted, its effects yet linger, and a blasphemy has been born of your suffering. Decisive action must be taken before further harm is wrought upon you. To overcome such adversity is too great a task for any one person, but as a people united, there may yet be hope for the morrow. While it is not our place to decide how you move forward, we would offer a small measure of guidance. We were told a number of former members of your Senate yet remain among you. Would you be amenable to an interim government led by those individuals, until such time as Garlemald can be rebuilt? Rebuild Garlemald? Is such a thing truly possible? Huh. Even if we do cobble together some governing council, they won't be making anything of that pile of ash we dare call Garlemald. There's no going back to Locus Amonis either. Rack and Rune. Those are our only options. With that attitude. I realize to rebuild Garlemald is a seemingly impossible task, but you needn't undertake it alone. My children are working with members of the First Legion as we speak to begin an organized relief effort. There are others from the provinces no doubt willing to lend their expertise. You need but ask, not as would-be conquerors, but as brothers and sisters of this star, and others will heed your call. If you should still see no merit in the rebuilding of Garlemald, then I would instead offer you residency in Sharlayan. Promise you will be welcomed with open arms. Sharlayan? So now you'd expect us to go and lick boots in some country we've never even heard of. My apologies if I appeared overly forward in my proposition. Considering our strict policies on non-intervention until but recently, it's not surprising that you are unfamiliar with my homeland. It is an island nation to the north, home to myriad peoples, which is why I believe it would not prove difficult to accommodate you and yours. To be clear, you would not be migrating to Sharlayan to live in servitude. You have my word that each and every one of you would be guaranteed citizenship upon entry. And why exactly would you go to such lengths for us? For the conquerors you barely know? Because it's the right thing to do. Charlene was long aware of the coming doom that would be the final days, and so we were preparing to evacuate the star, taking as many people and resources as our stores would allow. Initially, it was our intent to save the people of Garlemald as well. We had not forgotten your transgressions invading Alamigo, your rejection of our entreaties for peace. After a great deal of deliberation, it was decided that we would forego an invitation to Garlemald, a determination made with great trepidation. We had convinced ourselves it was ultimately for the greater good, though I can think of at least one individual who would continue to protest. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Sage counsel I brazenly cast aside when confronted with the final days in earnest. But Gelhir and his companions refused to forsake those we were otherwise unwilling to save. And with great risk to themselves, they achieved the impossible and opened my eyes to the error of the Forum's decision. If all other roads lead to Rune regardless, perhaps we should at least consider it. Then it would be my pleasure to invite you all to Camp Broken Glass, where you shall have warm food and beds both. Admiral Morweb and I shall speak with Maxima and the others. Consider how best to assist the Garleans moving forward. Should we broach the subject of the blasphemy, however, we will not hesitate to call upon you. Okay. Oh no. What's that? It kind of looked like Nero's boots. I don't... I don't want low-grade ones. Get the dex ones, I guess. Alright, fortunal. Let's see. With the Garlean's hearts at ease, the likelihood of others turning is greatly diminished. That said, it is no cause for us to grow complacent. We must needs find a way to overcome the blasphemy's protective warding. If I understand correctly, a blasphemy's behavior is oftentimes influenced by the memories and emotions of their originator, in which case it would be prudent to learn more of the man who birthed this monstrosity. How fortuitous, then, that a number of soldiers from the 3rd Legion are in our custody. For mercy, their tempering was not so severe as to be beyond our ability to heal them. They are presently being treated at Camp Broken Glass. Perhaps the camp's intelligence officer can tell us who among them knows aught of Nerva's whereabouts. Alright. There we go. This way. Oh, it's the monsters down there. I was like, what's that gross noise? There's some strange, strange monsters out here in Garlemald. Alright. We're almost back. I forget if those were the things that we needed for something. I don't remember. Alright. Intelligence officer, give me intelligence. I see. Perhaps it'd be best if you speak with Virgila, legatus of the 3rd Legion. She's still on the mend, but the chirurgeons aren't like to oppose a brief conversation. If you would wait here a moment. Chirurgeons. Okay. Eorzea's champion, I presume, and one of his cohorts. Oh. What business have you with me? Ilsebard is faced with imminent crisis, and we believe the knowledge you bear may be key in stopping it. Do you know where Nerva went? Thus do we believe the blasphemy to be Nerva. His whereabouts in the wake of Garlemald's fall, or lack thereof, give credence to our theory. Lord Nerva. From what we have pieced together thus far, you were one of the last to see him alive. Please, will you not share with us what you know? Very well. Though I suspect what meager knowledge I possess shall avail you not. I last spoke with Lord Nerva shortly after the warring with the First Legion began. Cloistered within the lower levels of the Snaculum Imperialis, man, these names, he spent the better part of the day listening attentively to the radio. He seemed hopeful, or perhaps desperate for news that the tide might turn in our favor. The next day, I left for the front line. It was there I heard a terrible noise, which I assumed came from the Tower of Babel. Then darkness took me, and I remembered not after that. I was told the radios protected those close to them from the effects of the tower, in which case Lord Nerva would have remained unaffected. But he has ever been devoted to Garlemald, for glory everlasting, he would say. To watch the empire he loves so dearly crumble, I can think of no one who would be more stricken by the sight. It would seem we were right to assume what became of Nerva. And it does not surprise me that the beast would choose to make its nest within the Tower of Babel. It stands atop the remains of the Imperial Palace and the throne he revered so highly. But the Empire is no more, and Lord Nerva, apparently, is no longer the man he once was. He deserves to be laid to rest, together with his dreams of glory. We will fell the beast. You have my word. Oh, hey, Lawrence. Apologies for the interruption. Connie Senna has arrived and we're ready to depart. 'Tis good to see you, Gel, Master Forschnell. I've spoken with Lawrence of the ward protecting the blasphemy, and I am quite confident some manner of ether-based magic bars our path. If I may be so bold, Elder Seedseer, we reached the same conclusion initially, but that simply is not possible. These creatures born of the final days are devoid of ether. As such, they would be unable to produce such a barrier in a manner to which we are accustomed. Do you suppose it possible they manipulated Dunamis to achieve a similar effect? I too thought to dismiss the notion of a barrier fueled by ether. That is, until I stepped foot here in Garlemald, even now I can sense streams of ether flowing toward the tower. Its purpose was, after all, to harvest reserves of energy sufficient to reach the moon. Even if one was incapable of manipulating ether directly, stands to reason control of the tower would alleviate such a need. 'Tis merely conjecture, of course. I cannot say for certain until I have examined the currents with mine own eyes. Might I ask you to accompany us? Sure. I would join you as well, if I may. My injuries would keep me from being of use in battle, but my knowledge of the land should serve just as well as my blade. Okay. I would not be opposed to your company, but it is not my decision to make. She may go, so long as she remains under watch by you and the others. Very good. Might I suggest we begin with Reggio Urbanissima? I sense the greatest confluence of ether in that vicinity. Okay. Sure. Oh boy, who's watching us? Come on. Stop being weird. Alright, where am I going? Whee! This way. Flying around on Eden. Oh, it's fine. Nettle Gear Solid, huh? Oh, these fate names. Oh. It's that same person from earlier, but now they're AFK. Hopefully they come back in time. Oh, I see why it's Nettle. What? Another person. Alright, Con-E. What have we found? As I thought, the ether stream here flows toward the tower, as do all others in this region, no doubt. This convergence first began when the Telephori erected spires in all corners of Eorzea to fuel the Tower of Babel. But once destroyed, this divergence of ether should have ceased. Alright, whoever you are, if you've business with us, quit your skulking about in the shadows and speak your piece. Was you there in the tower, wasn't it? Is it Nero? It is Nero. My, you're sharper than you look. What are you doing here? Go away. I recognize you. Nero, yes? Why are you following us? Weirdo. Who said I'm following you? Being a native of Garlemald, does it not stand to reason I might be inclined to come and see what has become of my home? I know not what you're scheming, but we've no time to entertain your games. Perhaps Master Garland would make better company for you. Spare me. I'm a man of great ambition and greater intellect, far beyond the scope of anything Garland could hope to achieve. He still keeps his head in the clouds, while I would set my sights to the stars beyond. Which is why you snuck into the tower. But like us, you couldn't get past the blasphemy to reach the transporter. Yes, well, I was very much hoping you would dispense with that little obstacle. Having caught wind of your plans, curiosity compelled me to see if you were truly up to the task. You have reason to believe we are not. Or perhaps does the great genius Nero mean to dispense with the blasphemy himself? Far be it from me to steal your glory, having come all this way. But as I am feeling generous, I will tell you what I learned during my time in the Tower of Babel. I was able to access its systems, you see, and discovered one of those dreadful spires still appears to be active. Impossible. They all vanished when Anima was destroyed. Yes, and I've heard of your escapades reclaiming the remains of the Emperor. But obviously, you failed to reclaim his entire body. As it stands, a piece remains powering a tower in Fabrica. Fabrica? Ah yes, the manufacturing district just north of the erstwhile Imperial Palace. A rather impressive feat, considering how these lands are so utterly devoid of ether, barely enough to sustain life, let alone the spire. But if one were to use Varus's remains to forcefully create a confluence of sorts? Precisely. For what I gleaned from the tower's systems, his heart serves as its core. Coursing not with blood, but your precious ether, and now Nerva has amassed a surfeit to shore up his defenses. How fortuitous he should find so perfect an impetus for his design, stolen from better minds than his own. How very like him. Oh, did I say that aloud? You'll forgive me if I fail to show concern for your ire. If what you say is true, these lands could never hope to recover from such a paucity of life energies. We must hurry and find Varus's heart, to both spare the land this wanton harvesting and deny the blasphemy the source of its protection. Are we to presume you have any intention of aiding us? As I said, I've no intention of stealing your glory, though I fear victory may soon slip through your fingers if you do not act quickly. Yeah. The Tower of Babel was designed specifically for Anima to serve as its core. Nerva forcing himself upon the system has caused it to grow increasingly unstable. If my calculations are correct, and they always are, it will not be long before his presence triggers a system meltdown, The resulting explosion will destroy whatever tenuous streams of ether breathe life into the lands of Garlemald. But more importantly, we will lose our only means of reaching the moon. The heavens forever denied my genius. How so very fortunate. Oh, how so very unfortunate. In any event, 'twould seem time is of the essence. And that's all well and good, but even if we know which district to search, finding the heart will be like looking for a needle in a bloody haystack. Actually, I may know where we can start. It's all rather hazy, but I still have vague recollections of my time serving Anima when I was enthralled. We were commanded to erect some manner of facility tucked away in a corner of Fabrica. I remember not what it was for, but it is as good a place as any to begin our search. Certainly sounds promising, but surely this facility will be heavily guarded. Then maybe it'd be best for... then maybe it'd be for the best to divide our forces. If it's just the four of us, it shouldn't prove too difficult to sneak inside and find the heart. Meanwhile, our main force can stand ready to storm the Tower of Babel when the barrier gives out. And be safe. Oh, those four? Okay. Am I part of the main force, then? This is Livia... I don't know how to pronounce their last name. What? Very well, we shall return at once. A number of Garleans have left camp for the Tower of Babel. They have somehow misunderstood the threat of the tower and convinced themselves that Nerva has taken refuge there, still clinging to their ill-placed patriotism, no doubt. They could not have gone far. If we act quickly, perhaps they can be found before they come to harm. A wise man would not waste his time on a few wayward refugees. I thought you Charlian scholars knew better. To ignore the plight of those we might conceivably save is not wisdom, sir. If it is all the same to you, Jel, I would join you. Alright. I will return to camp and begin preparations for our assault on the tower. Okay. And I suppose I should go as well. Shrug. Like, you do whatever you want, Nero. Though I am unarmed, I promise not to be a burden. That said, it would behoove us to avoid any undue confrontations if possible. Now then, let us be off. Okay, he's accompanying me. We have to walk past the death machines. How are you unarmed? I thought you were a sage. Are you not a sage? Well, I guess Alphino has your weapons right now. But still, seems kind of weird. You only had the one set? Alright, point of interest. What have we got here? I don't see anything interesting. No trace of them here. Let us keep searching. Can't see which way this bit is facing because of you. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. Stealth. Help! Someone please! Did you hear that? It came from over there. What, over there. Okay. It didn't quite come from over here, now did it? Oh, whatever. It's fine. Where? Ah, over there. Despondent refugee. Why'd you run off without me? What did you hope to achieve here? Pew. Oh, that's right. It's, oh no. Whatever will I do? Okay. Thought the paralysis would take me out of the cutscene. Hello. Oh, it's you three. You're the ones who came to speak with us before. We heard Lord Nerva had returned and was assembling his forces in the tower, but... Where did you hear that? The radio? No, not Lord Nerva too. Then there really is nothing left for us. I'll not deny your situation is dire. We are not without a path forward. I believe you've the passion and conviction needed to rebuild Garlemald if you so choose. Or so chose. Failing that, you could begin life anew in Charlian. Rebuild Garlemald? No, there's no point in entertaining so lofty a dream. We would sooner die than suffer life under the rule of another. So what, you just want to suffer? You would sooner seek death than sanctuary. Your resolve is admirable, but sorely misplaced. Bah. If you would not see Garlemald rise from the snow and ashes here in Ilsebard, might you consider venturing into a new frontier? A new frontier? And where exactly is this land ripe for exploration? Everywhere. There, on the moon. It is our goal to create a repository for man's knowledge there, free from the jurisdiction of any nation. As I understand, the magitech and technological advancements of Garlemald were without peer. Your expertise would be indispensable in the endeavor, should you be willing, of course. You really expect us to go and live on the bloody moon? Is such a thing even possible? Yeah, the moon has air. Have you a better alternative? Welcome back, Nero. Guess. Lest you forget, Garlemald did not rise to grandeur from complacency in the present or rumination in the past. We live for the future. It's in our blood. Life is not without its hardships, of course. Even I have met with the occasional stumbling block. But even should I stumble, my eyes are forever fixed skyward, seeking ever greater heights. The Empire may be lost, but I still possess a great deal of knowledge gained from it, and a desire to seek more. The very notion of exploring the moon is an unprecedented prospect. That you should balk at the proposition boggles the mind. Consider this. Have you heard the beasts of the final days were born of those hapless souls that have given up on everything, yes? Oh, you have heard. If that is indeed the case, can you tell me why you still stand before me? Because deep down you believe your life is yet worth living. Deep down, you long to reach for the unreachable. Or perhaps you don't. If you should choose to lay down and die here in the snow, that's none of my concern. Reach for the unreachable. Sounds like something I would have said back at the academy. Alright, we'll go. I suppose it's better than dying here in the snow, as you so grimly put it. Then we must first dispense with the blasphemy that commands the tower. Yeah. It's hard to believe Lord Nerva, of all people, could be turned into one of those monsters. Please, you must stop him. Put his soul to rest. That's what we're planning. Thank you, and sorry for causing all this trouble. Okay. Bye, have fun. Thank you for the rousing call to action, but I thought you had no interest in meddling in our affairs. Lest you misunderstand, I abhor the idea of my countrymen blindly following nobles they know next to nothing about. Besides, it would be a most piteous sight for not a single Garlean to be among those venturing to the moon. Who else am I to prevail upon to learn of new findings up there? So, he's gonna go live on the moon, is he? Let's look at that one. Huh. Go away, Nero. From what Nero has told us, time is now a luxury we can ill afford. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, if only for the moment. The others are no doubt finishing their preparations for battle. Alright. I can fly back. Wait. I see a section of the map I haven't uncovered. Time to go over there. Ah, this is Reggio Urbanissima. I see. Wow, I did it. Look at me go. And then I teleport because I'm lazy. Look how big that tower is. Just imagine. It's like larger than skyscrapers. It is absurdly large. Alright, what do you want, Nero? I should hope the other's absence means all proceeds apace. Hey. Good, you're here. With the recent arrival of reinforcements, our preparations are all but complete. Hi. Oh, Robon! Apologies for our lateness. It seems we are at least in time to help deliver the crushing blow. Aye, and if the fates are kind, this will be the last we see of these damnable blasphemies. Commander Alden, Lord Hien, thank you both for coming. Yes. Yes, of course. Understood. Lawrence and the others have reclaimed Varys' heart. The barrier protecting the blasphemy should soon dissipate. Then the time has come at last to storm the Tower of Babel. Nod. 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 Admiral Whirlwhib and Lord Amaric await our arrival at its base. Then we should be about it, eh? I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to keep my hammer from rusting over. Oh, are you gonna fight too? I will accompany you as well. As the forum's representative and a member of the survey team, I feel it my responsibility to see this through to the end. Okay. I didn't take you for the fighting type. You're definitely more of a psychic type. Despite appearances, I am no stranger to the battlefield. Indeed, I have seen my fair share, traveling the world in service to the Forum. Though I may not be the equal of Alphino or Alice, we shall not find ourselves wanting, I can promise you that much. Okay, so are you a sage? Do you have newliths? When you have all finished your preparations, we shall reconvene at the Enceladium. The what? Alright, where am I going? All the way back where I was, of course. Let's go. Oh man, there's a bunch of those to fight, huh? It's EXP fate. 82. I don't have anything in that level range to gain experience. I need to go do some more Shadowbringers fates, to be honest, because I'm still missing some shared fates. And I can level up Reaper while I'm there. Man, there's a lot of fates up. What's that? Is that a car? Alright. So... it should be right around here. There we go. Right, fortunal. All are present and accounted for. Shall we proceed? Okay, progress will be saved. Okay, so there's checkpoints. But don't log out. It's only checkpoints for right now. Okay. Man, Nero and his stupid armor. Our objective is simple. Locate and eliminate the blasphemy Nerva. Though the barrier guarding him is no more, a number of beasts will surely block the way at the auxiliary sector. Oh, Angie. Off to a smashing start, I see. It would seem the tower will reach its limits sooner than I anticipated. If we're to save the transporter, we must hurry and find Nerva, now. Do I get to choose who goes with me, or is it gonna be everyone? Seeing Connie run is just so out of place. Oh, it's just everyone. Alright. Should go without saying, but stay on your guard. There was quite the menagerie of horrors when last I was here. Okay. Oh. Indeed. Upon us, to arms! Whee! Alright. Merlib and I shall hold them off. Okay. Press on, my friends. Press on. Alright. Leave the women behind. Let's go. A persistent lot, aren't they? Why is he Iron Nero? Is there like Steel Nero? I shall hold the line here. See an opening, take it, and do not look back. Oh, I don't want to leave Amric, though. Bye, Amric. Forward! Out of our way! Okay. Oh, I have a thing. No. Oh. This is so hard. just want to, like, lock on to things. Oh, hey. No, I don't want to be with you two. Of all the people. Right. Alright, can we do one of these, one of these, one of these? Okay. I mean, they're going down pretty fast. I guess it makes sense. Oh. Again, please. You have to hear all the samurai sounds because there's both me and Hien. You get to hear the sage sounds too. Okay. Oh, it's a big boy. Alright. Do this. Do this. I know I'm overcapping. You know what? I don't especially care. I don't care about my kinky that much. Oh no. What? Focus on the large one. Okay. More for me. Just... Oh, you're gonna LB? No. It's not Samurai LB. I don't know what he did. He's a big bird. Probably should have put Hikenbana on it, huh? Oh well. I swear I'm a samurai maid. I know it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Now what? Beat that up. This weird assortment of people. Is that the last of them? No. There's more. There's a lot more. Alright, who's gonna stay behind? Of course not. We can't afford for them to impede our advance any further. Commander Alden, let us hold them here. Master Forchenal, take the others and go. Quickly. Understood. Seeing Nero run is also really funny. Because it doesn't seem like he should be able to run that fast. Ew, what that? Oh, it's the thing from Amarot. The last boss. Leave now. Garlemald is mine. Alright, well. No, it is Nerva. Okay, well, I'm gonna put my dot on it. Just, I don't wanna be the tank. Why? Why me tank? Why can't Nero tank? He's the one in armor. Ego heiress? Like, what? Oh no. I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna assume these are lines. Yeah. Indeed they are. Wow, I'm so smart. I have been chained. Hold on, we... Okay. Oh, what is that? It's like rescue. I'm just gonna hold the boss here. I'm no tank. Ingles. The faces again. Okay. Oh, this thing. Oh, I see. So it is the last boss of Amarant. Right, okay. It's with a different, what's it, arena. Fractured ego. Yeah, I'm sure you do have one. Oh. Grave ego. Oh no. That's right. You walk away. Great. Haha. They gave me such long Madare arms. Me, my legion. Oh no. What the? Bring them here. Okay, but now what? Behind me quickly. Okay. So I'll just meditate. What else am I gonna do? Must drive it back. Oh. Why are we beating up? Freaking point. I don't understand, but you know, that's fine. Gods be good. Yeah, I did it. I can't see. Well, hopefully Fortunal's gonna be okay. Oh, he is okay. Yeah. Oh. Got up just in time for that Madare. Or actually, Oogie. Oh. How convenient. For glory everlasting indeed. Wow, the others are here. Is it over? Has the danger passed? By a hair's breadth, perhaps, but yes. I'd say we've managed to avoid a fiery rune. Our path to the moon is open once more. The duty of Charlian has ever been to chart the course of history, not to change it. Thus did we fervently hold to our policies of neutrality and non-intervention. In truth, it was all in service of our plans of exodus, to abandon the star to its ruinous fate. Harsh though it may sound, I still believe it was ultimately for the greater good. Thanks to you and your comrades, however, it was a fate that did not come to pass. You're welcome. Charlian will now find a new way forward, not merely for the preservation of knowledge, but for the betterment of the star and all who call it home. I believe I speak for all of the Forum when I say it would be an honor and a privilege to work towards such a goal alongside the allied nations. Aye, an age of true and everlasting peace is finally within our grasp, and we will seize it together. Alright. We did it. We averted crisis again. It is a relief to know we're no longer in need for battle. Oh, we've no longer a need for battle. Despite my experience, I must confess I am ill-suited to it. The allied nation leaders, meanwhile, demonstrated an aptitude for combat far and above what I might expect from diplomatic figures. Yeah, especially Raban. And you, my friend, I see now why you are so well regarded as Eorzea's champion. Yeah. The others have already begun the arduous journey home, but before you go, I would offer a word of thanks to the both of you. If not for your timely assistance, our plans would be forfeit, and the lands of Ilsabard forever defiled by the blasphemy. Please, I've no need for your platitudes. I labor only to further my own ends, nothing more. We heard the news. Thank you for everything. And with Lord Nerva laid to rest, we've the peace of mind to move on without regret. There's a lot already. What? There you are. Now, what's this I've heard about you cleaning out the Tower of Babel? Are we finally ready to return to the moon? What fortuitous timing. Allow me to introduce you to Livingway of the Loporrits, moon dweller and overseer of the survey team. Livingway, these good people will be the moon's first residents. I trust you and the other Loporrits will take good care of them. Pleased to meet you? Residents? Oh no. I mean, oh yes, splendid. After many, many long years of planning and preparation, the moon is absolutely, most definitely ready to accommodate your stay. Glad to hear it, and apologies for the delay. I must first confer with Lawrence and see to our final preparations, but your residence-to-be in the survey team shall be along ere long. Might I trouble you to relay word of our success to Shurabot and Razathan? I should think the tidings all the more heartening coming from you. Until next we meet. Okay. Bye. Wait, you're not leaving for the moon without me. Have fun on the moon. Send me a postcard. Are we ever gonna actually get rid of the tower, though? Because it is a little bit of an eyesore. Wait. And then aetherite to this one. And then Sharabat. So it's true then. The blasphemy in Garlemald has been struck down. They were right to call on you, it seems. With no other outstanding reports of blasphemy sightings, I dare say you've slain the last of them. Perhaps now we can finally start to put the final days behind us, strange though that may sound. On behalf of my fellow delegates and the Radiant Host, I extend to you our humblest thanks. I hope when next I call on you, it'll be under more fortuitous circumstances. I need, I guess, direct hit. Some of our parts. Wow, did it. So that is all of the role quests as far as I know. Which means I can finally dye all of my gear. I don't really know what the last one gives you besides, like, tying up the story. I mean, most of them were, to be fair. So, yeah, if you think about it. Most of them were indeed just tying up loose ends. Like, we've had the loose end of the church for forever for, Ishgard. I guess the whole thing with Fordola for El Amigo. There wasn't that much for Gridania, and I guess that's why the story just kind of did stuff with the tree. But we were still working on stuff with, like, the kobolds and the Sahagin, so that made sense for Limsa. There was literally nothing to do in Old Ah, which is why they put us in Alamico. What else? Doma? I mean, I guess the stuff for Doma was to tie up loose ends. So it's just like everyone's angry at Hien because of Suyu stuff. And it's like, alright, well, they're still kind of angry at him, but what can you do? Guess. Actually, let me see if they're still doing. I think they might be. Yeah, okay. So let's just do an Aglaya run. I haven't done mine for today. I can finally put my other quests on here. This one, this is just, yeah, it's whatever. That one's whatever. I guess I do need to do this one eventually. I still have not caught a Titanic sawfish, which is interesting because I have the Navigator's brand right here waiting for the next part of the quest. But you know, that's just how it is. Yeah, it looks like they're doing P1. They have one random. Is everyone online? I don't know. Oh, right. Yeah, so it does make sense. So they did find someone. So they're trying to run a FC member through it. So, we'll see. I hope it goes well for them. And maybe if they do P2... Well, we'll see. P2 is... it can be painful. But what do I even want from this raid? I guess pants. Caster pants? Because I haven't... I mean... yeah, I guess caster pants. That's all I really need from here. I mean, I don't really need any of the glamour just yet. And if I do need glamour, I can just run it once it unlocks with the next tier. So, that's whatever. Let's see. The airship I don't need to do until tomorrow. Need to remember. Or the submersibles, the submarines. I still need to decorate my front yard. The thing is, so for my front yard, I want the ivy bridge, but let's go actually see how much they are, because the ivy covered bridge is still around a mil. It's fine. So if that's around a mil, how much is the deep sea marble? Honestly, it's probably more cost efficient to get the bridge. I don't know, actually. Because I don't know what other mats it needs. But it needs a deep sea marble. I know that much. Actually, what about my crystallized coral? You know, I could get that. Let's check the history. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could wait, but it's gonna be around this price, most likely. What was the other thing that I wanted? I don't even know. There's a bunch of things that I want, and they're just, like, slightly expensive. The bridge is very expensive. The bridge, like, I'm probably not gonna do my outdoor space for a while. Because, like, these things that I have right here, very cheap. Because you can get these from the shopkeepers. So... but I do want, like, the bridge and, like, water and then, like, a spot back here. But... man... like, what do I even do for it? I do like that I'm basically up here alone, though. This is a very nice spot. My house is still very much under construction, though. Let me show you. So, it's a work in progress. It's getting there slowly but surely. But I have my bell, I have my mender, I have a place back here, in case people want to, I guess, RP, question mark. I can put more toys in there once I get more. And then some seating. bookcase that opens up, and we can go in. And this is still very work in progress, but this is gonna be a bar. And then once I figure out how I can float furniture, there'll be furniture up there. But my carbuncle's out. I have to check the party list and also look down. It's very hard to see carbuncle. Interesting. Why'd I get a shield? Because my health is low? The red mage's health is lower than mine. Okay. Let's go. I get to see my beautiful summoner gameplay. By that I mean I don't know how to play summoner. Press the buttons and hope. I don't know if my camera's all the way out, actually. Oh, it is. Man. Bring this down. Pew. Uh-oh. There go both healers. I am now in Phoenix. I cannot help anyone. That's how it works, by the way. If you're ever with a summoner, if they're in Bahamut or Phoenix, they're not helping you. No, they might if they're in Phoenix. Most likely not. Oh boy. Shooty loves seeing everyone getting Vuln stacks. I'm sure it's fine. As long as I don't have to raise them, it's all good. I don't care. Builders build. Oops. I lived. Oh. We have plenty of time. There's no damage that comes out unless people are dumb. Then there's damage, but normally there's no damage. Okay. Can we hit that way? Okay, good. Alright. Alright, I'm fine. Everything's fine. This group actually does quite a bit of damage, too. Because we haven't even gotten to the end of this phase, and he's already gone. Solarates? What are solarates? Oh, the shoes? I mean... You know what? Sure. I'll take them. They're funny looking, I'll take them. There they go. I'm safe here. Oh, those lightning bolt AoEs. Alright. I was casting. Don't look at me. I don't wanna waste searing light here, though. Um, I guess I could have used searing light just because I'm not going to use it at the beginning if I'm starting in Phoenix. Unless... Oh, expedience. Wow, now I can go super fast. Let's see, and now the moment Bahamut's up, I can use Bahamut. It's gonna take 30 seconds though. But, you know, we'll make do with what we can. Alright. Now we're all set up and good to go. We're probably a little off. That's fine. Since we did technically start in Garuda instead of Bahamut. But, you know, whatever. I'll put another Garuda puddle down. It scared me. I hate this arena so much. Like, okay, it's very cool. The mechanics work. It's just scary. Bye. Let's go, everyone, run! I decide when the burst window is. Onto this side. Over here. This you can. I could have gone into Ifrit. What am I doing? I just spent a perfectly good Titan on nothing. Yeah. Go, Bahamut. Oh, oh, baby Bahamut. This one. I'm a melee. Did you know? Look at me up here in melee range. Alright. of striking. I don't actually know what the caster pants look like, I'll be honest. But the shoes would basically cover most of the pants anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And Phoenix. Wow. Head out. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Oh, that wasn't really a slide cast, but I'm gonna pretend it was. And... yeah. And I'm going to do something maybe a little bad manners, I don't know. And that I'm not gonna summon Bahamut. Sorry guys, I want Bahamut for the start of the next fight. Forgive me. It's also no Searing Light. It is only Rune 3. Okay, cool. Oh, there's an Astro. Why did they put 2 regen healers in one alliance? And then all the shield healers in the same alliances? Oh boy. Look at all these buffs going out. I feel so strong. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Watch for the ladies. We're all over here. Alright. It's all good. 2, 3, 4. It's not safe here. Oh no. Not safe for everyone, it appears. Alright. Hopefully people know sweep the leg. Oh. It appears we do not know sweep the leg. Oh, that's not true. Most of us do. Have fun over there. I hope I bring regen. Alright, what's the order? Oh, they already got them. It's fine. One, two, three. Okay, where is she going? Over here. Oh, they're already on it. It's all good. Alright, time to count. I'm a melee. Every time I'm in Ifrit, I'm a melee. Man, we have some big shields. Oh, expedience. Away from me. I'm scared. Tanks scare me. I say, as a paladin. I can do it. Okay. Alright, we're back to the, not using Bahamut because it's the end of the fight. Oh. It's like, what's that noise? It's the noise of people dying all around me. I have that one. I don't care about that one. Well, alright, well. Why ask if you're just going to go in anyways? I'm so confused. Oh. There's a lot of summoners here, huh? I just noticed there's 5 other summoners, but in the other alliances. Oh no. Oh, blue is real. I fear for those two. I fear for all of them, actually. Oh no. Hmm. Oh, wait. Why'd I go into Ifrit? That's fine. It's fine. I know it's starting. But it's fine. Hmm. Alright. And we do Phoenix. And we just run. Alright. Cool. Everyone's alive. And go back into Ifrit and become a melee. And after this, we go into Garuda. Here, 'cause off he goes. They're dead. I don't know who this is, but it's someone in my group. Oh, hi, Lime. I mean, I'll do Aglaia again if you need Aglaia. You know me. I'm a raider, but only for Alliance raid. Imagine. It's like, I'm a hardcore Alliance raider. Alliance raid only. Will do. Still trying to get that last music. What's that supposed to mean? I just like Alliance raid, okay? It's just nice and relaxing. Never. Yep, here we go. Yep. All right. Have that. Have that. Gonna roll on all of these musics. And pass on these because I got some new shoes. Actually, were those shoes better for me? No. Unless they're... No. But they are glamour. I guess. Has everything been rolled on? Except these two songs, which I don't especially need. I think this one I needed was already rolled for. Who no roll? Someone in Alliance C. Most likely. Oh, coffer disappeared. Alright. I am out. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna end the stream here, so I think I'll go into the one voice call, so I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are doing, but regardless, this is where I'm going to end the stream because we already managed to get through the role quests. It was interesting. Some characters we haven't seen in a while. Not that I really wanted to see some of them again. Nero. But we got through it. So that is all the stream we're gonna do for today. Tomorrow and the day after will be raid, as far as I know. And then Friday is the art stream, so I hope you're looking forward to that. But otherwise, that is all we're gonna be doing for today. Thank you for coming out, and hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.